everyone, I hope you're ready for a new tower workout. Today we're going to be working with the rollback bar. Okay, so we're going to get started. Your feet are going to be pressing into those chrome posts. I always like starting with a soft bend in my knees and then really driving my heels in. Maybe even pulling my toes back for the first one. Sitting up nice and tall on my sits bones, rolling those shoulder blades back, and feeling my lats engage and pushing down into that bar a little bit. Classically, we'd have our thumbs on the same side as our fingers, but if you prefer having your thumbs on the other side, you can also do that. And when you're ready, you're going to pull the abdominals in. You're going to curl yourself down that one vertebrae at a time, opening up in your hips and your chest. And then when you're ready, take a great big inhale as you start curling yourself up. Exhale into that bend. Get the rest of the way. When you're here, you want to make sure that you're really looking for length through your lumbar spine. It's pretty easy to hunch when you've got the springs helping. Keep really reaching through those feet. If your feet are coming off those chrome posts, it's totally okay. It's you looking for more range through your hips and more rotation through your pelvis and length through your lower back. It'll come with time, and it'll come with a few reps too. Just working with your breath here, checking in with your shoulders every once in a while, making sure that they're nice and engaged down your back. We're going to do one last one here. We're going to end down the bottom. So when you are down the bottom, if you need to, bring those feet back against those chrome posts. If they stay there, then awesome. Feel those shoulder blades pressing down into the mat, and then we're going to row for 5. So elbows are going to bend wide. You're inhaling to row that bar in towards your chest. Exhaling to release. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping those shoulder blades down. One last one. Arms are going to come straight. Elbows are going to stay straight. Make sure you don't lock. Really reach those knuckles away from you. Feel length through your neck. You're going to inhale as you press the straight arms down towards your hips. Exhale to release. As you're pressing the arms down, make sure you keep your core engaged so then you're not arching in your back. Awesome. Once you've done that 5th one there, we're going to combine the two. So we're going to row in towards your chest, press down towards your hips, release the bar up. Rowing in, pressing down, releasing up. One more time in this direction, and then we'll reverse for 3. Pressing the bar down, keep the shoulders engaged, row in, release up. And last one there. Awesome. Nod your chin towards your chest, but keep lengthening your neck. Roll yourself all the way on up. Really good job, guys. And from here, we're going to bring our right hand into the middle. Our left hand's going to go around our ribs. So if you need to, adjust its bones, adjust however you need. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull that right shoulder back in line with our left one. So make sure that the spring's not pulling you away and twist it. We're going to curl all the way down on this one side, all the way back, and then all the way back on up. Awesome. Keeping that shoulder blade nice and square, feeling that rhomboid pulling back. And just check in, making sure that you've still got equal weight in both your hips. We're going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Again, we're still trying to really reach through those feet. Awesome. And once you've done your 5th one, we're going to come on up to the top. We're going to switch hands. So left hand's going to come into the middle. Right hand's going to come somewhere around your ribs or across your belly button. Whatever makes you still feel nice and square. You don't want to be hugging so much that you hunch. Rolling that left shoulder back. And then we're going to curl down like this. Everyone's got a strong side and a not as strong side. So make sure that if you're like me and your left arm's your not as strong shoulder, that you're really pulling it back and down. And you're really engaging equally through both those hips, so then you feel nice and square, nice and open. We're gonna do one last one here, curling all the way back. And all the way back on up. Really good job, guys. We're gonna bring your right hand back into the middle. We're gonna take this into a twist. So I want you to bring your arm out in front. I want you to twist and open up through that arm just until you feel that resistance. So I don't want you to push too far. And then from here, you're gonna really curl through your back, really reach through your feet as you curl down. And then curling back up, trying to keep that same amount of twist. The reason why I say don't push for that little bit of extra something is because it's already so hard to curl down in a twist. So you may as well make sure you're activating through your core better than twisting further. Make sense? We're gonna do this last one here. And then all the way on up, we're gonna switch sides. Left hand in the middle, right arm. We're gonna open up into that twist. Find that point of resistance, not that point where you're twisting as hard as you possibly can. Curling back. Keep reaching through those feet. Curling all the way on up. Find the openness in your hips. If you're finding that your hip flexors are really grabbing, squeezing your glutes. Try to keep those hips open for as long as you can. Reaching through your heels. Maybe pulling your toes back. Awesome job, guys. And then once we've done this one here, we're gonna come back on up, and then we're gonna go for a nice side bend. So when you come up to the top, your right hand is gonna come back into the middle. Your left hand can come over top of it. You're gonna roll all the way down. You're gonna bring that left hand up over your head. You're gonna side bend and slide the shoulders over towards the right side of your mat, and then bring your left foot over to meet or cross over the right leg. And here we're just gonna breathe, having a few big expanding breaths. Finding those big stretches right through that side. Really reaching that arm up over your head. It's okay if it's a little higher or if you need to bend your elbow, but just keep reaching. We're gonna have this last big breath here. And then we're gonna bring that foot back over to its prone pose, straighten out the upper body, bring the hand over top the other hand, rolling all the way on up. And then we're going to switch sides. So left hand under, right hand over, rolling all the way down. Bring that right hand up over your head, side bending over towards the left side. Bring that right foot over to meet or cross over the left. Really reaching through that side of your body. Stretching into your right side. And it's also a great time to notice, maybe the side's tighter, maybe it's looser, maybe it feels stronger. How's it different? And how's it the same? And what simple daily task can you do to make it a little more equal? We're gonna have this last big breath here. Bring that foot back over to its prone pose, straightening out the upper body. Bring the hand over top the other hand, rolling all the way on up. Really good job, guys. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing ourselves around, and then we're gonna get ready for our shoulder bridge or our Cadillac breathing. So Cadillac breathing traditionally is done with the trapeze and your feet are in the swing, but for today, because we're doing more tower than we are Cadillac, we're going to bring our hands onto our rollback bar. We're about our arms distance away from this prone pose, but if you feel like you're sliding too far towards this prone pose, you can always scooch backwards as you go. You want your feet fairly close to your sits bones, nice and flat down on the mat. We're going to take a great big inhale to prepare. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to our hips and our hips up to our hands. So great big inhale. Exhale. And then inhaling to release again. Exhaling to press. Inhaling to release. We're going to do one last one here. Awesome. So then we're going to stay this arm's distance away from these crone pose. But keep one arm on that bar at all times. We're going to flip over onto our stomach. It's not the most graceful transition of all, but we make do with what we can. So we're going to go into our swan. We're going to have our legs traditionally squeezed in together. If you need them hip distance apart to release something in your hips or low back, go for it. This is also a huge opener for your front of your chest and your shoulders. So be gentle if you have rotator cuff injuries or maybe working on frozen shoulder or anything that doesn't like overhead. This may not be the swan for you, so really listen to your body. So squeezing your legs together, arms are going to be straight or straight-ish, really reaching through those knuckles. And then when you're ready, you're going to take a great big inhale as you press the arms down, lifting your head and chest. Take a quick glance at your bar, make sure it's straight before coming all the way back down. Inhaling up and exhaling back down. It's not a goal of pressing the bar down to the mat or reaching it all the way up until those springs close. While yes, they're great bonuses, it's not what the move's about. The move is about finding a really strong press through your lats and lifting through your chest in your extension. So whatever you're looking for, make it long, make it strong, and enjoy the process. We're going to do one last one here. And then coming back down. When you come back down, you can carefully bend in one elbow, release with one hand, control the bar back down, up. And then we're going to lay down again on our back about that arm's distance from those crone pose. And we're just going to roll it all out with semicircle. Semicircle. I always like getting into it by holding on into the middle of the bar. Some people like holding on to the outsides. I like holding on to the middle because I can bring my legs up as like so. Some people like holding on to the outsides and bring their legs up on the inside and pulling it in. Either way works. Find a favorite, alternate, whatever you gotta do. So bring your hands onto your crone pose, really reaching into those arms. We're gonna break down our semicircle. So we're just gonna tap our toes a few times first, keeping our knees nice and bent. Nice. And then we're gonna press our feet down all the way onto the mat. Think about lifting your hips up a little bit, and then bring them back on down. Lifting them up, and then back on down. I'm just seeing how this feels today. We'll do this last one here, and then we're going to take it into almost rolling like a ball. We're going to bring our knees in, rolling up, and then rolling back down into our toe touch. Rolling and rolling. And if at any point this is too much, you can always stay with the modification of the breakdown before. And then we're going to take that rolling and we're going to roll up into a shoulder stand with bent knees. And then rolling back down. And rolling up. Squeezing your glutes. And rolling back down one more time. Rolling up, squeeze. Rolling back down. So then we're going to roll up, squeeze. We're going to have a little free fall moment. We're going to send our feet all the way down into that toe tap. Bounce it all the way back up. Roll back down. And then again, full semicircle. Reach with those toes, squeeze in your glutes, all the way back on up, roll all the way down. One more time, coming up, squeeze, lift, and lengthen, and rolling all the way back on down. Sorry about that beeping. My alarm's going off. So making this our last one, toe tap, rolling all the way on up, toe tapping, rolling all the way back on down, and letting your back settle, releasing in those arms. Whether you want to hold on to the outsides or the inside is up to you. Lengthen in those legs, release that bar, let your back settle, and then we're going to carefully control the bar back on up. Bring those arms down onto the mat and just let your back rest for a moment. And then we're going to roll ourselves all the way on up to sitting. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that class. I absolutely love the rollback bar. It is my happy place. It really is just that one space first thing in the morning that really just kind of lets me roll it all out, lets me get ready for my day and prepped for the rest of my life because it's just so good. Okay, so I hope you loved this as much as I did. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, especially in these hard times. So any support is great support, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!